Here's the community updates on December 21st. After months of living with COVID-19 in West Michigan, hundreds of related deaths, and tens of thousands more in positive cases, the first area vaccinations have begun. The Pfizer vaccine, authorized by the U.S. FDA on December 11th, arrived in limited supply to area hospitals on Monday. Frontline healthcare workers at Grand Rapids Spectrum Health Butterworth Hospital were among the first to receive the COVID-19 vaccinations in the state. Among other local hospitals and health organizations to receive Pfizer vaccine vials were Mercy Health St. Mary's and the Kent County Health Department. All will be administering COVID-19 vaccines following CDC guidance, which prioritizes frontline healthcare workers, followed by staff and residents of long-term care facilities. Vaccinations will be administered on a voluntary basis. Vaccine distribution will roll out across Kent County and the state over a series of weeks. As supplies increase, those at lower risk will qualify. The KCHD expects enough vaccine will be available for all people 16 years and over by mid to late 2021. There will be no out-of-pocket costs for Americans receiving Pfizer's vaccine, as vaccine doses were purchased by the federal government using taxpayer dollars. However, healthcare providers may bill a patient's insurance company for administrative costs. Even with COVID-19 vaccinations starting in Michigan and worldwide, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is continuing to urge Michiganders to practice virus mitigation measures such as physical distancing, face covering use, and frequent hand washing. With an abundance of information flowing from various sources about the start to vaccinations, the Michigan Department of Health and the KCHD have both launched online portals to streamline accurate information. The Michigan Department of Health is available in the form of a COVID-19 data dashboard on its website, and the KCHD's is available at vaccinatewestmi.com. Mel Trotter Ministries is partnering with Guiding Light Mission and the City of Grand Rapids to provide a new winter emergency shelter for people experiencing homelessness in Grand Rapids. Located across the street from downtown's Hartside Park on Ionia Avenue Southwest, the shelter will provide overnight shelter and serve as a warming center during the day. It comes as a growing tent encampment has popped up at Hartside Park. Organizers expect the new shelter to operate for 5 months. The 30,000 square foot space will be available to accommodate as many as 100 adults per night. Mel Trotter Ministries will operate day-to-day operations at the space. It will also work with people seeking shelter to obtain permanent housing, as it does with those staying at its main space at 225 Commerce Avenue Southwest. The City of Grand Rapids has contributed $165,000 in rent support for the shelter. Guiding Light Mission is providing direct financial support in addition to assistance with clothing, shoes, food, and personal care items. The ice skating rink at downtown's Rosa Park Circle has opened for the season last Friday with public health measures in place. It remains open through February 21st, weather permitting. This year, a maximum of 25 skaters will be allowed on the ice at one time, with face covering use required for visitors and skaters. Rather than arriving on a first-come, first-served basis, skaters will need to reserve 1-hour blocks of skating time or over the phone. Admission is $2 per person, which includes skates. Registration details are available on the City of Grand Rapids' website. Updates will be announced on the Rink's Facebook page throughout the season and on its cancellation hotline at 616-456-3699. The Rapidian encourages local residents to share their own stories related to civic, economic, and public health developments in the Grand Rapids area on the Rapidian's platform. This week's featured articles include an article by Metro Health on the COVID vaccine trials, an article on Grand Rapids Poet Laureate Erica Kidd Kane Thompson by community reporter and CMC staff member Brett Townsend, an uplifting tale of sobriety by Guiding Light Missions, and the in-season report by Fulton Street Farmers Market. To get started as a community reporter, visit therapidian.org/write. This video is supported by the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs, the Lowell Arts Center, and the National Endowment for the Arts. This update is brought to you by the Rapidian, GRTV, and the Grand Rapids Community Media Center. Take care of yourself.